What up, Dave? How you doing, big dog? Come on, you fucking thing. What up, Otter? How you doing? My shit's crashing right now. I'm trying to get my liquefy up. There we go. I think this foot is like way too small. Like it has to be way bigger. Like even if it's in perspective, it's got to be way bigger. I'm out here doing my thing. How you doing? I'm good, dude. What's your thing? It makes me think of like a old school Canadian commercial. Whoa, tubers fixed magic. Yeah, I tweaked it a little bit. I tweaked it a little bit. Devar Schwalon Mississipcom. Hello, I'm writing to propose a collaboration. Banned. If I knew how to ban you, I'd ban you instantly, but someone will get to it eventually, or you just go away with it. Dave, are you working on your portfolio? Mommy Otter's coming for you, dude. Just making sure you do your homework. And I'm making sure my fucking Clip Studio Paint doesn't crash, which it probably will at this point. Okay, there we go. Motherfucker. No, I don't want that. Oh. I'm using Photoshop settings, that's why. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, Clip is so slow. What could possibly be lagging this out, I wonder? How you guys doing today? I saw you guys had a very productive day over on freaking Magma earlier. I was at work and I was like, these motherfuckers just chilling on Magma all day. What the hell? What up, Moonlight? What up, Tsuki? Can't remember what you want me to call you. I think I've always just called you like Moonlight Tsuki, but it's so long. Tsuki doesn't come first, so it confuses me. I've been on Magma since 8 a.m. Did you like the drawings? Yeah, I thought they were sick. I've been on Magma since 8 a.m. I'm tired. Oh yeah, Tsuki wanted a critique. I remember she posted in the critiques channel. Let me just. I might have to run an ad actually before I do any of that because I think the ad timer follows up from like the previous stream, and since we avoided running ads last stream, I may have to fucking just run them right now, which is whack as hell, dude. Let me see here. Stream manager, ads manager, pre-rolls are on. Okay, let me see if I can snooze. Oh wow, it's snoozing for 5 minutes. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna run an ad real quick. I know it's horrible because it's the start of stream, but it'll turn off our pre-rolls, which is more important. All right, BRB. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna restart clip 2 to make sure it's working. All right, clip. Now there's still some room. Okay. Coming back, never coming back. This foot looks fucked. It does not look like a proper dress shoe. Will you paint it? I don't know if Tsuki can hear me right now because we're running ads, but I don't know. TBD. Ugh. I can't. So weird. I have no idea how ads work, guys. I assume if I run ads, nobody can hear me anymore, other than like the subscribers. So, whatever. I don't get it. But yeah, no, I don't know if I'm gonna paint it. I don't know. Maybe. The answer is maybe. The realistic answer, the optimistic answer is maybe. The realistic answer is probably not. But the optimistic answer is maybe. Maybe she's a turbo user. Oh, you're freaking turbo twitcher. This is true. Turbo is a thing too. I forget about that. Well, either way, we're back anyways, so doesn't really matter. Back from the depths of hell. Oh, you watched one ad? Oh, you know what it is? It's because I had pre-rolls on at the start of stream. Annoying. What is this song? Turbo Twitcher? Exactly. Boom, 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 boom. The legs are so boring. Okay, you know what? Let's hop into Tsuki's revision real quick. I'm gonna put this aside for 2 seconds. And then I'm gonna pull up what she did. I just gotta go into critiques. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better. I'm gonna assume, because you have a reference up in your image, that your goal, more or less, is to emulate that reference, right? If that's the case, we can see what we can do about that. Now, for starters, I want to say I'm looking at her reference, and to me, it looks like she likely has her reference point. Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck. Thank you for the follow, Crowbees. Crobbees. Thank you for the follow, big dog. Welcome to the wolf pack. Yeah, so I'm looking at her thing, and to me it indicates that, like, there's a focal point on this. So I don't know if there's a full rendering image, but I think one thing that I would recommend for this piece that you've done is probably change the focal area. Now, that's easier said than done, right? So when I say this, I'm saying it with a grain of salt, and I'm saying, like, if you've got the shadow here, the top half shadow cast, if you've got that on a layer that makes it easy for you to switch it off of, then in that particular case, go ahead and try a different lighting setup, right? Because she's got a lot of focus here. Another thing I would say is it might be a little too flat on the lighting area. So I'm going to add a hue layer, right? So I'm adding a hue layer. I'm going to paint the hue layer white. And then what that's going to do is it's going to show us this image in grayscale. So let's paint this white. And then that way we can see sort of our value range a little bit better, okay? So you have the full range of values. The thing is, to me, the focal area is like, oops, let me do this on another layer. To me, the focal area is right here. Just based on like the lighting that you're using, the focal area to me comes to this like spot right here. And that's it's just not a really interesting focal area, right? I'm just gonna move everything down a little bit. So what you could do, and this is again, this is a big if. This is if you have this shadow, because you have like a big cast shadow in this like section here. If you have that shadow in on a different layer, then what you could do is essentially just get rid of it and try out a different lighting source. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and take some of this gray here. I'm just gonna lightly go over. Oops, this let's get a non-textured brush. Just darken this whole bottom area here. Like really darken it. Kroby's rocking a 2.5, but it's a 3.3 out of 10. Damn, rough first roll, dude. Don't worry. There's many more rolls in your future. Come on, man. Yeah, look, man. I didn't make the bot. All right. It's not my fault. The cock god is not on your side today, unfortunately. But there's always next stream. Okay? What up, Glad? Oh my god, dude. All the chicks come in here and just roll the fucking meatiest hogs ever. It's crazy, dude. Rigged. Otter, you're literally the hog queen, bro. You got the biggest dangler in chat, like every time. It's like it's not even a competition. 11.1 cheating. Hey man. Take it up with Boba. He's the one who makes it. We are completely derailing from this revision here. Right, so what I've done, Tsuki, is I've taken your drawing, I've just added a little bit less value range. I don't want to erase. Okay, I flattened things out a little bit because I want to play with the focal area a little bit more. So I'm gonna really darken this spot there. You don't need to go that dark. I just wanna kind of experiment a little bit real quick. So I'm gonna do a new layer here, and then I'm gonna pop. Let's do a lighten layer. Then we're gonna go. If her skin tone's like reddish. You know, I'm actually going to get rid of my hue layer. I don't need the hue layer as much anymore. So if her skin tone's reddish, maybe I want to do a multiply, and we'll just lighten it up that way. No. Yeah. We'll do a lighten. You know, actually, I'm going to take my lasso tool, and I'm going to select sort of like this area, and we'll lighten that way. So I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see if it reads better. Not quite sure. What I want is I just want to get more visual interest in the face. Also, how you doing, Glad? Also, Krob, how you doing? Welcome to the community. You'll get a bigger hog roll one day. I promise. It'll happen. Okay, I believe in you. In my heart, dude, you're rocking a 12-incher, bro. Every time you get hard, I know you're passing out, bro. I know. I know for sure, dude. You can't even stay conscious with how big your cock is, dude. Trust me. In my heart, that's how I see you, all right? So 3.5, all right? I'll show you what inspired me to follow that type of lighting. Please. Yeah, I'd be interested. But I would personally lighten things up, I think. Maybe not that light, but damn right. That's true. There are some people who have it too easy in life. Otter's one of them. I'm getting the vibe Glad's kind of in that category too. Did Otter even roll today? Otter, what you rocking? What you rocking? Oh, you also got a 3.5. Ooh, tragic. All right, well. All right, well, I said nothing. Whatever. You were the model student for a while, but I guess Glad's the king right now. The big issue I want to sort of fixate on here, and I'm not gonna get too trapped in just sort of hyper rendering the shit out of this. I just really wanna get like more more visual interest in this region here. You said you sent it. Okay, let me take a look. So if you look at this one, there's some stuff that she's doing here that I think works really well. And I want to keep it zoomed out so that you can really understand what I'm saying here. If you look at this, she is creating focal interest in the face. And the way she's doing it is, I don't know if you can tell, There's a big triangle here. I'll do a different color here so you can see better. There's a triangle going on here with her arms. So she's got these triangle shapes, and she's lighting these triangle shapes so that your eye naturally gravitates to the face here. Even though the face isn't lit up, the focal area is in, like, you are being redirected to the face, right? And I think that's sort of what you're lacking in yours. I don't think there's any directionality with the lighting. So I think maybe you could, if you want to do something like that with the lighting. One sec, I've screwed up all of my chats right now, so I'm pulling them up because I'm a one monitor Andy. I'm sculpting that character. She's from League. Damn, dude. Sorry, guys. I'd give you some if I could. Damn. Late in life circumcision. All right. So if you look at the sort of the lighting, like, you see how it's like really saturated or really bright along this line here. It is pointing the eye in this direction. Same with this. It's not as saturated, but the idea is your eye is going to follow these sort of lighting indicators up the body, right? So these are the more rendered areas. And if you look at the back here, like, it's very so there's not a lot of detail compared to, like, if you look at the muscles, there's a lot of detail, there's tattoos, there's shit going on. Like, that's intentional. It's to draw the eye in, right? So if you want to do something like that, you totally can. But what I would say is, I'll get rid of my shadow. I would say be a little bit more intentional with your lighting here. So what we could do is maybe we could take some of what we got here and we could bring it up this way. And then have sort of the lighting drop off as it goes up into the face, right? Like, the face doesn't have to be the most bright part, right? But have some sort of way for the eye to be redirected up to the face in some sort of way, you know? And I think you could do that also by maybe putting more rendering on the breast here, or the texture of the clothing, or whatever you want to do. I don't know. I kind of leave it up to you to figure that out. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, compositionally, does that make a lot more sense as to why you're just not getting the same feel? Tomorrow's gonna be a new day, and it's gonna be better. Trust. Big dick energy. I'm gonna be. I mean, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so unless you just, like, while I'm offline, just join my chat and start rolling for your cock size. You could do that. You wouldn't be the first. Yes? Okay. Is there anything in particular you want me to sort of focus on before I just sort of ramble in a bunch of different directions? Lighting seemed to be a big one in this particular case. And you could probably even, maybe even do something with, like, like, the hat there. The hair could maybe catch some light. I don't like this song. We're switching it. Oh, wow, my button didn't work. Okay, switching it manually. I still think you need a little bit more brightness in the face. It doesn't have to be, like, crazy, but I think it's a little dark. Like, if I look back at your reference image, that's my reference image. Your reference image, again, that's my reference image. She's still pretty high up on the value scale here. Like, she's way higher over on the arm here. But this isn't the darkest. Like, the background is way darker. Like, look where we are. Look how low we are on this cube, right? The light is way down here. Like, for the entire background, it's really, really, like, low in value, right? Even the hair is really low in value. Then you get to the face, and boom, it pops into the middle here. So it's in the top half. So it is a lot brighter in the face area if you're trying to emulate this lighting. It's brighter for sure on the arm because she's using this to redirect to the face. The shoulder as well, right? She's got highlights up here. But yeah, yeah, it's just the lighting values, but I don't know. It needs more, and I don't know what it is. Well, we can see what we can offer. Now I want to draw something just for you to critique it. I can. If you want to draw something, I'll critique it. Just post it in our critiques. Oops, that's not what I want. Try to get rid of that guy. A little something more. So this is, I assume you use her for hair reference, right? So one thing I'm noticing on hers that you're not doing is you're not showing the form of the hair wrapping on the forehead. So if you look at her, let's look at this chunk of hair here. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw on this chunk of hair here. I don't know if I'm on the top layer here. Yeah. So we're just gonna focus here, just this little area here. Okay. At the bottom here, look at where we are on the value scale. We're about the midway point in values. Okay, so we're not pure white up here, and we're not pure black down here. We're in the middle somewhere. Okay, so we're at a midtone, right? And then as we go up, look what happens. It gets brighter, 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 brighter. So the reason she's doing that, think back to like if you're doing like a sphere, or you're doing like you're rendering a ball, right? If you're rendering a ball to show that it's round, you would have like your shadow, you'd have your like highlight here, and then it would get like really bright wherever the light's directly hitting or whatever, right? So you kind of get that, and then you can blend it out. So that's what she's doing with the hair, because she's trying to use this sort of pattern to describe the form. And I think you're not doing that in yours. That's why when I say it looks flat, you just don't have enough value variety to like indicate what the shape should be, right? We use this to provide information and to give sort of detail to the form or whatever. Now I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna jump in and do the full rendering for you or whatever, but I'm just trying to give you some direction to experiment, right? Because ultimately you gotta get it done. You know, that's it's on you. But does this help at all? Does this push you in a direction that sort of gives you a little bit more information as to why your drawing feels like it's not working the same way that you think it should? And then you just sort of apply this to different sections, right? So she wants the head to be like have values dropping off. You're also using this reference to render the face, right? Then I think you're missing a lot more value range in the face. And I would just build it up slowly, you know? Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go too crazy into detail. I didn't add any notes here. I'll add some notes for you real quick before I drop the screenshot in Discord, and then I'll get back to doing my little fucking vampire couple. So let's see here. Let's do value range, and shape plus shape information. Plus shape information. So you're going to use your value range to inform what the shape is, what the object it's sitting on is, right? Like this is all stuff you can inform through your values. Shape information. Uh Now, you can experiment with sort of I don't know. If you want to create like this sort of like V shape where you're directing the face the viewer up, I would darken sort of this range all over here, this range over here. Maybe keep this like a little bit like a midtone, right? Like this could be like a midtone. I'll put an M for midtone. And then this could be like really dark up here, really dark, a big D for dark, right? Just like Glad's D, and then maybe experiment with different lighting angles. It's up to you. Shapes like lighting is all about graphic design. Okay, so don't think of lighting. Think of it as shapes and forms that you're using to like that you're informing like the shape of, but also think of it as graphic elements. Lighting doesn't have to be completely logical all the time. It has to fit a general logic for the environment, and it has to be cohesive more than anything. But you can get pretty creative, right? You can add like rim lighting, or you can add like little flecks of light. Light is really dynamic in terms of how you can use it, but so let's just drop that in there. We'll move this and this over into our reference folder, into our revisions folder, which I think is like one of these ones. And we'll go back to drawing these ladies. Can't draw currently. Need to finish figures. I want that sweet, sweet moan. Oh yeah. So you guys call German dollars moan? I'm just joshing around. I'm just playing with you. I know you mean money. Thank you a lot. No worries. No worries, Tsuki. Anytime, dude. What are you sculpting right now, Glad? I gotta turn down this music in my ears. I feel like I'm screaming because it's so loud. There you go. Oh my god. Now my voice is gonna be like a normal volume. Okay, well now I can't really hear the music much. So now I can hear only myself, which is like kind of worse. There we go. That's a good middle ground. Just not really liking the shape of this foot and the shoe in general. I think I want to do something a little bit different. I also want this shoe to be a little bit bigger just because, excuse me. Because, yeah, it just feels too small. Small figure from Teamfight Tactits. Teamfight Tactits. A sub game from League of Legends. They're kind of like Pokemon. Tactits, bro? Ain't no way Riot is naming their game Tactits. This is definitely a you thing. Can't write today? Jeez. Uh-huh. Still high off that dick roll, huh? I get it. Confidence is going to your head, though, a little bit. What the fuck? Blood is not going to my hands. I get it, big dog. Shit. Yeah. It's okay. I've had people straight up have me look up porn on stream, which is insane. Okay. Let's do I'm thinking this leg needs to be a little bit more foreshortened. Just a little bit more overlap on everything. Something like that. And then we'll bring this up a little bit. We'll go like, I don't know. We'll make this a little bit more tapered. Oh, the foot looks a little crooked. Okay, I think that proportion's working a little bit better. Not really feeling the actual design of the shoe. This one's nice. This one just does not work with what this one is. Honors the goddess of enemas. Oh shit. Who could have put that there? I thought that was NFT's domain. NFT, you're slacking, though. You lost your godhood. Nightbot is so weird. Brother. Brother, you are Nightbot. I mean, in some circles, that's a win. There are there's like hippie chicks that do like coffee enemas online, right? And they would see that as like a good thing. I've lost entirely. I want something about that wide. We're gonna roughly run some perspective lines through here. So if I do, I can't remember how to do this shit. There's a way to get this to be proportionate as it goes away in space. I'm trying to remember how the hell. Catsnack is not gay today. Never was. Sometimes the bot's just kind of slow, Glad. If you just spam it, it'll work eventually. It feels like it has like a cooldown or something. I don't know. 84% gay. Damn. Pride Month's coming up. All the posters are going, or not the posters, the flags are going up in my city and shit. I am winning today. Gay and hung. What is this song, dude? This is a no from me. If you recommended this song, I'm sorry. Okay, well, it's not much better. Holy fuck. This always catches me off guard, dude. I'm gonna have to start playing my own playlist. I can't trust chat to recommend normal music. So glad you had that flag learning segment the other day. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I would never know about the colorblind ally, which I am, by the way. What the fuck? Ah, you know what it is. It's probably this, and then this goes down here, and then this is the center point. And so when this comes up like that, where this intersects is gonna indicate sort of the spread. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. That's definitely how you find the size as it goes away. And then you just keep doing this. Oh shit. Thank you for the subscription, Glad. Damn. You hitting on me, dude? Shit. Alright, let's drop that. I'm just kind of freehanding it. I don't need this to be like perfect. I mean, Prime is free for me. Oh, okay. That's my value. All right, I see how it is. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We take those wins. If I'm not mistaken, it's worth more than a normal sub, though. I genuinely have no idea. Is it? That's crazy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so, so much. We love money. Just like you, I also love Moan. But there's only one Prime per month. Sounds extra special. Aw. Shit, dude. Oh yeah, I just realized I'm making these things crooked as I'm going along. This one's not even like a straight line. Fuck it. I'm guesstimating it at this point. I'm not gonna be super accurate with this shit. Okay, now let's just lightly erase this. I don't think I'm gonna follow the exact scale because I think my VPs are kind of a little too close because it's getting a little distorted. But we'll just do that, and then we'll mark this one here as another one. And then this one would be here. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. It feels like it should be a little bit bigger. So put that like that. Even bigger actually. Like something like that. Now I don't know what kind of pattern I want to put in here. I kind of want to do like some Victorian shit, but I kind of want to like freehand it too. I don't really know. What do I do something like that? See y'all later. Night. You go to bed? I know you're asking to be awake. Sending me Instagram real soon. Let's see, something like that. NFT is gonna send me soon some reels soon too. Yeah, I know. It's like I should have never shown it to them, dude. It's like crack to the uninitiated. All right, or uninitiated is what I meant to say. I'm a seasoned racist app user though, so I know how to not get hooked to Instagram. People keep sending me Instagram reels, but I've seen them all. I'm chronically online. What's your favorite one? Do you have like a there's this like one couple that I'm like obsessed with on Instagram. Can't remember what the fucking guy's name is. I know the girl's name is Brie, and they just play like they're like these like Mormon looking people, and they just play these games like the generic board games all the time, or like they'll play like tic tac toe, the like ball version, and their whole like channel premise is they're just like a wholesome little couple playing games together. But everybody in the comments is just like, when are you guys releasing the OnlyFans? Oh, Nathan, that's the guy's name. See, because I can remember through the comments. It's Nathan and Bree and Nathan, and the dude is always like getting told that he's a cuck. It's just fucking, it's pure bullying. It's pure bullying. But they know that they're like rage baiting that shit, dude. He does like fucking yippies and stuff when he wins. It's like it's the corniest shit ever. If I ever win, especially if I beat my wife at don't clip that. If I beat my wife at a game, okay, you're never gonna get a yippee and a little skip from me, dude. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. I'm cursed. I keep getting boomer gooner bait. Oh my god, it's literally like that's most of my fucking Instagram, dude. Boba, tell her how much fucking old people like thirst traps. How many old people thirst traps have sent you in the last like what do you bro, this guy's trying to deny it. Also, if I sound insane today, guys, I'm very sleepy. I didn't sleep very well last night. I'm a little eepy boy. I keep sending it to my friends too. The best is like the like toothless old ladies and they're in like lingerie or something like that, or they're advertising how good they would be in like a relationship. It's my fate, dude. I'm not even on Instagram. You must be mistaking me for someone. Brother, I've seen the shit you sent me. Half the time the comment sections are full with holy real pull. Yeah, or legendary real pull. Mythical real pull. I have this one dude who drinks a lot of soda, and he just gets really full and rubs his belly because of how full he is, and he's like sitting there like he's like in pain but like satisfying pain. He's like oh so full, and he's just like chugging Diet Coke or whatever. I love that shit. I love fat dudes eating and drinking stuff. Mostly because I'm jealous. This page never fails to make me laugh. Yeah, the bot comments. Best meme page on the internet right now, for real. Oh, I did these backwards. I'm fucking stupid. Oops. Oopsies. Brick by brick. Don't love me. Can I do my best? I really want to give this girl a dress, but I really don't want to torture myself and draw a dress. I'm really torn. Tough choice, man. I think that looks better. Center line there. I also keep getting older German ladies that definitely smoke something talking about health secrets. Like kissing a tree because Mother Nature will heal you. Yeah, there's this one guy who suns his nuts, and he pops up quite a bit on my Instagram. He's got like this giant megamind forehead, and he just talks about like the health benefits of sunning your nuts. It's either his nuts or his asshole. I don't like stick on there very long. I get a lot of like alpha male guys that give really bad advice. I ironically love alpha male guys, okay? I'm not like I'm not like a red pill bro or anything, but I do love their stupidity. It's so satisfying. Like whenever they're answering prompts, it's like should a relationship be 50-50? And he's like, well, 50-50 doesn't mean financially. 50-50, like it's like when most people say 50-50, they for the most part they're usually contextually, like unless they're talking about just general effort in the relationship, they're talking about financials, right? And he's like, well, what a woman brings to a relationship is her femininity and her ability, her motherhood, her maternal instincts, all these things. And he's just like listing off all this shit, and they always look like thumbs too. That's true. They are incredibly buff and like overly suntanned. They look like leather handbags with a lot of muscles. Have you considered he just sun dries like cashews or something? It wouldn't surprise me. There's also this one guy who's like I'm like certain he's like schizophrenic, and he's got like alopecia totalis or whatever. So he has like no hair, no eyebrows, nothing, and he wears a bandana, and he says he's an alien, and he's in touch with like star people or some shit like that. And he basically just gives a bunch of advice on life lessons from an alien. I don't know, shit like that is great too. I think I like mental illness on Instagram. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's bad of me. I am a bad person when it comes to that. I do go hell yeah a lot when I see like crazy shit. There was like a bad time where like I accidentally sent somebody a reel of something bad that happened, but it wasn't like graphic or anything. But then what happened was the algorithm was like, "Oh, he likes seeing people die." And so they just kept sending just kept showing me horrible shit. And I had to spam people with like a bunch of other like more wholesome things because I was like, dude, I can't keep watching people explode their pecs every time they bench press. I can't fucking watch people falling from balconies and shit. I don't want to see this shit. I love crazy old people on Instagram. I'm a fan of the ones with all the effects flying around. Oh yeah. There's this one lady who just says she always says like generic like boomer shit. Fuck, I'm trying to think. She looks like it's like a middle-aged secretary. She's got sort of like the manager haircut or whatever. And like really strong like burgundy lipstick. And she's always like saying shit like I'm trying to think of an example. Give me a second here. I'm so tired. This is a bad time to be recollecting things. What does she say? Her channel's like Just Jenny, I think, or something like that. And she'll be like, she always just references like, I need a vacation, to the mental institution. Are you with me? Some people, you want to stab someone sometimes when they're being annoying, but if you're adulting right, you hold it in. You hold it in. Shit like that. It's like I don't know. It's so cringe, but it's so fucking good, dude. I love it. I love millennial core shit. It's probably because I am a millennial, barely, but I do rep their clout. Okay, that's my people. We has cheeseburger. We boop the snoots. All right. We love doggos the bork. All that good shit. I love it. Have you seen an Asian lady with a Sailor Moon staff giving aggressive daily affirmations? No, I have not. That does sound really fucking good though. What up, Wombat? How you doing, big dog? Or I guess I should say, is a wombat a mammal? I was gonna say big mammal, but I don't know if a wombat's actually a mammal or not. It feels like it should be a mammal, but it also feels like it could just be like one of those fucking strange creatures that look like they should be mammals, but they're not, like a platypus or something. Unless that thing's a mammal and I'm stupid, it could be. It is. That's what I know my shit, dude. What can I say? I'm a genius. How's it going, fatty? Is that rude? They're calling you fatty, or would you prefer I stick to fat wombat? I'm trying to personalize our relationship a little bit, but that's probably not the way to do it. Doesn't matter to me. I think people are gonna think I'm too mean if I call you fatty. Be mean. People are into that. At least my chat is. Yeah, my chat does kind of like when I abuse them. I'm not gonna lie. No, I won't. Maybe one. How you doing, Snacky? Every time you say that, I always read it as like snaky. I feel like it's just because my name is misspelled. If it was like snacky, it'd be like snacky, right? But because there's no C there, I read it as snaky every time. But snaky would also be like this, so I don't know, but whatever. Maybe I'm just illiterate. I'm doing good, dog. Did you get some good studying done today? Were you a good boy? Ooh, that's not working with the perspective there. I gotta lower this angle here a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. It's not that deep. Did Boba teach you that? Is that your new catchphrase? Every time I say something to you, you're gonna be like, it's not that deep. I did some studying. I was good. You were a good boy. Very nice. What'd you do with the eggplant? With your fucking giant chode eggplant? For context, NFT was posting in chat yesterday with this giant image of an eggplant that he found on the street. And he was saying weird shit with it, but he damaged property with it. Did you really? You remind me of a younger me, dude. When I was like 16, we were walking around the neighborhood that I lived in at the time with just causing ruckus, dude. Just being teenagers. And we found this guy who outside of his house just left a basket of onions on the corner, and we just started like throwing them and shit. It was really mean. We shouldn't have done it, and I wouldn't do it today. Obviously, I'm a 30-year-old man. That would be fucked up. That would be insane if I was doing that at this age. But back then it was so funny for some reason. I also used to make homemade smoke bombs. I'm not a terrorist, okay? But I definitely did do that every now and then. We would grind up ping pong balls in a blender, and then you would put them in a tinfoil like container, and then you would light the bottom, and it would start like a chain reaction where the ping pong balls would just smoke endlessly, and we just throw them at things. I don't know how I didn't end up in prison, dude. The fact that I don't have a criminal record is like mind blowing to me. Thank you for blessing me. Now go slay the day. What'd you send her? Some fucked up old person doing something weird? Oh, the Sailor Moon person. That's what it was, right? Having fun, just you and me now. Oh wait, I forgot. I have a grid. Where the hell's my grid? This makes my life so much easier. Okay. Fuck, I thought I had the angle right. I didn't. Okay. It's like 12. I guess that's You're using military time. It's 12:25 in the morning. I'll keep the energy for the morning. Are you going to bed? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just saying tomorrow morning, or I guess this morning for you, you're gonna be using that sleigh energy. If it's 12 at night, it's is it AM or PM? AM. I knew I did this crooked. I can't really guesstimate size differences very well. I'll go in a bit. Sleep schedule's fucking up. Well, I'm honored that you're wasting your brain power on me right now. I wonder what the time difference is. If it's midnight for you, it's like 6:30 for me. So we're probably 6 hours apart. I still think those could be spaced a little bit better. Canada, right? Correct. The one and only. You did a 35 out of 40 on the test this morning? Hell yeah. Is that good? I mean, I know it's good, but is that what you needed? Is my question. He needs a perfect score? Does he really? You're kind of fucked, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, I think that makes that a little bit cleaner looking. I gotta straighten this out. Okay, now it feels like we're indoors. I need to make it as good as I can. What it needs to be is perfect. What needs to be perfect is my portfolio. Oh. Oh, that's rough, dude. Because portfolios are like very, very subjective. That's a tough score to get perfect. That's gonna really come down to just your prof. I think this is crooked. No, it's tangenting his head. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to move that out. If it doesn't tangent, it'll be like around here. It might still feel like it's tangenting. Okay, let me move that a little farther out. I talked with the prof in person. He gave me pointers. Okay, just listen to everything he says, because this guy's gonna be the one determining your grade, bro. If he said do it, do it. He takes priority over everything. I really hated art school for that, dude. The like constant like subjective grading pissed me off so much. There were so many times I wanted to argue with my profs about my grade, but I was like, whatever, fuck it. Who cares? The bright side is it doesn't transfer to any other credit, so you know, even if you get a bad grade, it's like isolated to the art program. There's not a lot of like STEM programs that'll accept like art classes as substitutes or like transfer credits, but I have 2 minute ish storyboards in my mind for my portfolio. I want to make it as close to finished as possible I can. Plus, I'll need character sheets, some traditional work that I already have. I'll work it out. I believe in you, dude. You're a hard worker. You'll figure it out for sure. Boba, I know you love Lady Gaga, but this is not a great song. Did you recommend it? Okay, this breakdown's pretty good. I take it back. It's got some good moments. This is all crooked. These are all crooked. I'll give you credit for your help. Thanks, big dog. Your head's kind of big, I think. Hmm. Mine. Ah, what? Was that too loud? Or did you not want to put that particular song? If you didn't want that one, I could just queue up whatever you want. Doesn't matter. On ads are on, by the way. Oh, ads are on. Has it really been an hour already? God damn, dude. Okay, let me roll some ads. I'm gonna go take a fat piss. I'll be RB. What does it give you, like streaming PTSD? Is that it? Or is it too loud? I'm in the other room. Bro, I just did the most unhinged thing ever. It's just taking me out of my comfy mood. We don't want that. It's like hearing MS Teams, dude. If ever I hear like MS Teams outside of like my normal environment, it just like scares the fuck out of me, dude. I get like a little adrenaline spike. Here, I've turned off alerts. Now song redeems won't make any noise. I don't get a whole lot of alerts anyways. I've been intending to change it up so that song redeems don't cause that noise. I'm just too stupid and I haven't done it yet, so. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was a fucking madman, dude. I just went into my kitchen. I carved up a giant chunk of feta cheese and I just ate it over my sink. Like an animal. Thank you, blessed. There you go. Now you can request songs to your heart's content. And it shouldn't do anything to you. Thank you, blessed. Typical. What do you mean typical, bro? Typical what? Me eating cheese? I like feta cheese, alright? Sue me. I'm gonna queue up some shit too while we're at it. For me. Your community's full of feta haters? Is this true, chat? You guys hate feta cheese? What did it ever do to you, bro? It's just water cheese. I can remove that from the queue if you want. That's a really okay. I'll just I can figure it out. Let me let me get. If you want to be like certain, you can also like put in links. I don't know why it's queuing up T Swift. Are you a little Swizzy head? Oh shit, HFP. How you doing, big dog? How you doing, big dog? I was wondering if you'd come back. I missed your ass. I'm gonna remove T Swift off the playlist unless you absolutely want it, but speak now, Glad, or forever hold your peace. Remove her, please. Well, since you're so polite. I'm doing fine, thanks. Now, I know HFP normally you're more into toilet art scenes, okay? This is not a toilet. It is a throne of sorts though. Hopefully you're willing to bear with me on this one and watch my boy sit on a normal chair. Maybe we could put something else on? Like what? You can queue up a song if you want. You just got to use the redeem now. It's pretty cheap. I made it affordable, so you don't have to like. I might drop it to like a $1 or whatever. It's just I'm worried people are gonna spam it if I make it too cheap. You know. Of course. Hell yeah. You've been what do you get up to, HFP? When I'm not live, do you hang out in other chats? Or are you just here usually? I'm curious. I'm looking for someone to talk to. What do you want to talk about, big guy? We can talk. I don't make redeems affordable because I don't want to listen to bad music from people with bad taste. Says the girl who redeemed Taylor Swift. I had to go into my freaking queue and perform surgery to fix the mistake you caused. But I will say, Glad, that's a good mentality to have. I think the more you respect chat, the harder it is to you know, to be objective. Much like you, I don't respect my chat. Right, guys? No, don't pin this on me. It was your bot, yours. Bro, how hard is it to spell a song name? Part of me feels like you wanted to listen to T Swift, but you're just kind of trying to get like a room read, you know? And you're like, ah, shit, nobody here digs T Swift, so I'm gonna pretend like that was an accident. And FTM joking, by the way. I love you. Only you though. You're like a son to me. A Turkish son. A Turkish son I never had or never knew of it at minimum. This foot's a little crooked also. Feels a little. I don't know. I redeemed this one, guys. This one's me. So if you didn't see it pop up, it's because I did it. Love you too, Mr. Cool Supervisor. Shit, I'm blushing, dude. When chat says they love me, I start blushing. I get all red and shit. Glass animals gooey. You know why that's funny? To me, anyways, it's funny. Because when I was watching your stream, Glad, I remember there was one thing I remember. I was like, damn, she listens to this song a lot. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no shade. I mean, I'm bullying you a little bit, but it's part of the culture. It's because we care. I listen to the same shit every single time. I did rewatch Lord of the Rings around 60 times. It's kind of my thing. God damn, girl. All right, fuck Mary Kill, Lord of the Rings. What's your answer? I know you've got it locked and loaded, dude. Nothing new, because new stuff would be bad. Oh, I see. You're not answering my question. From the Fellowship only, sure, dude. I mean, if you wanna fuck like a ring wraith or something, that's totally on you. I'll accept that answer. It will be out of pocket though, and I will not expect that at all. Oops. I don't know if I really want to do an extension on the chair here. Maybe I don't know. Fuck Boromir, marry Aragorn, kill Pippin. You're definitely a Gandalf stan, bro. I know you are. I'm basic, I know. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. I'm a normie. Okay, I don't even know how the hell I got onto Twitch to stream. I'd never used Twitch before in my life before I started streaming. I knew of it, but I wasn't like active in any community or doing anything. I am very much a normie. Boromir is a weird one, actually. I mean, he's not ugly. Sean Bean in his prime was a very fuckworthy man. All right, Boba, if you're gonna judge, you gotta drop your three. Now listen to me, Theoden. I gotta remember who the hell Theoden is. I've only seen the trilogy like a few times. I don't have it memorized like some people. Theoden. Okay. Okay. Theoden's a wild one, dude. I'm starting to smell daddy issues a little bit, but Sean Bean, hello. He was just too human for the quest. He was a good man. Yeah, he was logical. Okay, he made sense. Depeche Mode Precious Request by NFT Screen Shooter has been added to the queue. Would you look at that? Just do some weird shit and see if it works. He's my favorite character from the movies. Boromir is really. I don't even know who my favorite is. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I am kind of a sucker for elves, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this guy has pointy ears. A lot of my characters have pointy ears. I love elves. If I could be any race, it'd be an elf, okay? But instead I was born as a white boy, doomed to live about 80-ish years on average instead of eternity. If we talk books, Faramir all the way. Eowyn could wipe me up too. I haven't read the books. I don't know how to read very well, so the only thing I read is Twitch chat, and it's only because I'm using TTS. Fuck Legolas, marry Gandalf with big naturals, of course, and kill Boromir. Why Boromir, dude? There's so many other characters you could kill. Why is nobody? I'm really disappointed. I'm not seeing like Smeagol on any of these lists. Where's the love for Golem, dude? Or I guess they're kind of two different people. They're not, but they kind of are. What? Okay. What about uh Smeagol without Gollum like in his brain, right? And it's just Smeagol, but instead of obsessed with the ring, he's obsessed with you. How about that? That's pretty. That's marriage material, bro. That's got to be the most marryable character in the entire series. Smeagol's supposed to be super stinky. Well, that's why I'm not fucking him. I'm marrying him. You know, he's dedicated to me. He's my loyal little boo thang. He's my well, he's not thick. I was gonna say my thick shit. That's what kids say these days, right? Am I saying it right? My shit. Is he a fine shit? It's weird. It's weird that you say Smeagol's stinky, right? Because orcs have really, really good like senses of smell, right? Unless I'm tripping. But like they're very animalistic, right? So wouldn't they be able to sniff him out really easily, especially if he's like living like in their fucking mountains? Like he's supposed to be stealthy, but he stinks. That seems like a paradox to me. I'm not here to criticize Tolkien or anything, but That seems like a little bit of a misstep. They did find him. That's how they found Frodo. That's fair. Okay. I gotta rewatch the movies, I guess. I rewatched them like last year. Actually, I rewatched them this year. I just, for whatever reason, I got it in my head one weekend. I was like, I want to watch the entirety of the Lord of the Rings, and I watched them all in like 2 days. But maybe I need a rewatch, maybe with an expert, because I'm not really good at my like Lord of the Rings like encyclopedia knowledge. My knowledge starts and stops at the movies. Okay, if you start getting into like crazy lore and shit about like obscure books that just tell like snippets of stories, I'm out. I'm out. I don't know anything about that. KFC, how you doing, big dog? What up? What up, cutie? Cutie fried chicken. I'd watch them with you, extended only because the short version's for pussies. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I have like fucking 12 hours to spare right now. I'll put it on. I will put it on the to do list though. My people will talk to your people. I missed you, KFC. You guys laid off it. You guys laid off in here. I'm doomed to Popeyes. NFT, I don't think you know what that means. You guys laid off in here. Like they closed them down. I could probably make it 20 hours with my behind the scenes knowledge. I won't lie. That does kind of make it a little bit more appealing as an offer. I do kind of like autistic rambling, like when people just like know shit. There's just like so niche and weird. Like if you were just like pausing the movie and being like, in this scene, Aragorn kicked his sword and he broke his toe or whatever. But if you did that with shit that I just wouldn't expect, I'd be impressed. They closed all the KFCs here. Why? I got the homophobic chicken in my town now. I've been having a little bit of Chick-fil-A, the Lord's chicken, as they say down south. And that stuff makes you shit, dude. I'm just warning you, okay? If you're gonna dabble in the Lord's chicken, just know that some people are less divine than others, and it does not sit well with them. Okay, I don't really. Oh, he has a junk. Is this what you were referring to? His fucking like giant cock bulge? It's not intentional, okay? It was supposed to be like a. It's just supposed to be like a bunching up of your pants. I didn't mean to make it look like he's got a fucking massive hog tucked away in his pants, but when life gives you lemons. Let me tone down how bulky his additional fabric is here. I've never had KFC. KFC, in my opinion, okay. A lot of people glad they say KFC is worse than Popeyes. Those people are wrong, and they have really unrefined palates. Okay, the reality is KFC is the superior fried chicken. All right, Popeyes is over seasoned and it tastes like shit. All right, there I said it. Okay, I'm just not a big Popeyes guy. I'll eat it, but I'll eat literally anything. But I just feel like KFC is so much better. Surely KFC, you agree with me. I don't even need to ask. I think we've had this discussion like a million times. I need that elbow to touch the railing. Popeye probably doesn't even exist in Germany. I'm gonna look that up right now. I want to know if you got Popeyes in Germany. Popeyes, Germany. You do. You have a few Popeyes in Germany. You've got one in. I'm gonna butcher these names. This is gonna be really bad. Braxton Wise. I'm a fan of overseas and stuff. What do you think, Mister BW, Mister Braxton Wise, Mister Wise? Does your title does your name do you live up to the name of Mister Wise? What's better, KFC or Popeyes? I put cayenne pepper on everything. All right, well you're gonna be a Popeyes fan. All right, I'm gonna read off these German names so that Glad can identify some some Popeyes near her. Baumholder. Did I do that right? Baumholder, Germany's got a Popeyes. Ramstein Missenbach has a Popeyes Louisiana chicken. They got the full name, damn. Dude. I didn't want to say damn there. Bablingen. What Bablingen, Germany has a Popeyes. It's a very funny name. Spangdahlem also has a Popeyes. Those seem to be the only four Popeyes in Germany. I'm not even joking. Okay, maybe I'm joking. Maybe there's like a million more. I just didn't zoom out on the map. Oopsies. Okay, there's a lot more. I'm not gonna list them all off because it just get redundant. The bit's over. The bit was just me reading things really poorly in German, but that bit's over. Okay, maybe we'll do one more. One or two more for the road. I only understood one city. Open up your ears. Okay, which one did you understand so I don't read it again? Let me find stuff near Berlin, because I feel like most people in Germany probably are familiar with Berlin. Where the fuck is Berlin? Ramstein, because it's famous. I just know the band. I didn't even know it was a city till just now. Berlin, okay. There's no Popeyes near Berlin. Oh, wait. I lied. There's a shit ton of... No, these are not Popeyes. I'm looking at Poland right now. Wait, it's a city? That's what I'm saying, dude. I had no idea. You like Popeyes? Man, I'm a KFC guy. To be honest, I just had Cane's, so loyalty has wavered. I've never had Raising Cane's, dude. I just see the guys with the big fucking cane sauce like cups. I don't know what I would do with a giant cup of like Raising Cane's chicken sauce. All right, whatever. I'm done reading German names. I'll read weird names if you guys want me to, but you guys can send me some names and I'll read them off, or we could just move on because the bit's over now. If it were French, though, I'd be killing it. Back for snacks? Oh shit, dude. You come for little old me? You come all the way over here for little old me? Shit. I'm freaking grinning ear to ear. We love a returning customer. Can you speak French? I can. Showed it. God damn. That a boy. Still doing the same old thing, just drawing away. Ball, ball, ball. Bomomar, can you speak French for 1 minute? Oh non, Boba, il veut que je vous parle en français. Ça dépend, comme quand je parle en français. Là, I gotta check the timer. Je dois checker mon timer en ce moment. Ok, on roule. Donc, on est à 1 minute et 36. Puis, on va y aller jusqu'à 1 minute et 37 et 29 secondes. Je vais vous donner du temps de plus. Donc, je sais pas je sais vraiment pas quoi dire en ce moment. Je sais qu'après ça, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais monter le redeem pour les points pour que je parle français parce que 1 minute, c'est bien trop long. Donc peut-être on va le mettre à comme 10 000 ou quelque chose de même. Ou je sais pas, man. On pourrait le mettre à Mettons 15 000. 15 000, c'est beaucoup par contre. Comme ça, c'est le content de ASMR. J'ai presque eu la plus baisse note possible en français à l'école. Ah, ok. Parlons au mur redeem. C'est ça qu'il essaie de dire en ce moment. Ok, il vous reste comme 20 secondes. Donc, si vous voulez que je lise vos messages, vous pouvez continuer à dropper des affaires dans le chat. À part de ça, je vais switcher à l'anglais bientôt. Juste parce que c'est vraiment étrange de parler en français tout seul. Il y a comme personne d'autre à communiquer avec moi. Donc, ouais, en tout cas, anyways. I think that's been a minute. That's been a minute. You got your minute. Now, you really need to speak French, otherwise, I could have just been saying anything. I might not even speak French. Unless we get a French check in chat, nobody's gonna know if I even speak French. I could just be speaking gibberish. How do actual French people sound to you? Uh, Probably similar to how an like a posh British person would sound to someone from Scotland. Like the French Canadian accent is a lot more similar to it's basically what Scottish is to English. It's like old it's basically old French. So when the French came to Canada in like the 1600s, right? And they started colonizing. They had large settlements and they allied with the indigenous at the time, and then they fought against the English, and they fought off the English and eventually like established Quebec. And so a lot of French Canadians speak like the French people from the 1700s, right? Or 1600s, I should say, or 17th century. So French Canadian is very much old French. Whereas like modern, like what we call like metropolitan French in France, right, is a lot more to Canadians. It sounds very snooty, whereas to them, we probably sound like hillbillies, you know. So you didn't read my word. Oh my god, read this. It's the longest Turkish word. Mava'afakiye sitzel steriselis terivere meyebilekeleri mizden misseni sensin. How's that? I know a French dude and he does sound quite different from you. Yeah, he probably does. I'm very French Canadian. Terrible. I love it. I'm glad me embarrassing myself to a live audience is it really gets your rocks going, dude. Gets your rocks off, I should say. A lot of people either hate or love the Canadian French accent. Most people, I will say, probably hate it. Most people I talk to think we sound like rednecks, okay? And they're just not right. We're beautiful in our own way, okay? Get my rocks off. New phrase noted. It means to fucking blow your load. To shoot ropes, as the kids would say. Nice. Petite Stewart. Petite Stewart. In French, SpongeBob is Bob l'éponge, which is Bob the Sponge. When I see him on, I'll bring him here and make him listen to your French. I want an expert opinion. Damn, I'm gonna be revealed as a fraud. A fake French. What's floats your boat? I think it's also like a euphemism for like a hard cock. Getting your rocks off, I think, is literally your balls shooting cum. That's sort of that's how I interpret it. Float your boat is I think it's literally like, getting a boner. Nothing. I wouldn't know anything about that though. I'm pretty holy, dude. I've told you guys like a million times. I'm a virgin. I don't do that stuff. I don't do none of that icky stuff with girls or boys. In my case, girls though. They're just. I don't want cooties. You know. I don't want to get sick. You know, to float a boat, it has to stay up. That's what I'm saying. Tickles your pickle. Same deal. These are all synonyms. Ugh. Femboy. I'm sorry, what? Oh, sorry. Like I didn't include that in my my options of potential virginal dating partners that I'm never gonna sleep with. Yeah, I guess femboys are on the list of people I'm probably not gonna date, along with men. Sorry, boys. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's nothing personal, guys. Look, if I were gay, I'd bang all of you. Okay, I promise. But I'm not. I'd like my dating options would be a lot broader if I were a bisexual man. Okay. Unfortunately, I was cursed. I'm factory issue, dude. Just the rate straight off the conveyor belt, no custom modifications. Just exactly like Gen 1. Nothing unique about me. Poor femboys in chat. That's okay. They got each other. By all means, date each other, guys. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You'll shit in my bed. You'll never get me in your bed. But in another life, maybe. NFT is 101% straight. Holy shit, dude. That's actually like that's the rarest one you can get, right? Or is there one? Yeah, it's the 1 in 1,001. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Very, very good. Let's check this out. 73%. I'll take it. I'll take it. Shit, I gotta run a stupid ad soon, don't I? Oh no, I got 25 minutes. All right. I just got 1% gay earlier too. Can you get 0% on gay? Not that I would ever want that, but I'm just curious. No, I think 1%'s the least. Okay. So you got to be a little gay. Wow, an important moment in history. That's true. For the first time ever, NFT, you are the straightest man on stream. Congratulations. I don't think this will ever happen again statistically. What, you think I'm just not gonna stream like that much? Cracks knuckles, 85%. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad, dude. There's gonna be some disappointed boys with those stats for sure. But you're not out of the woods yet. Okay, that color's doing its thing. So you think you'll be able to color this? Why does everybody keep asking me that? I've been asked that like 10 times in the last like 3 streams. So many requests for coloring. Maybe. Maybe. The last thing I colored was the Booba girls. Actually, no, it was the Ginyu Force girls. I never actually finished them. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. Gotta wake up in 6 hours. Oh my god. I appreciate you sacrificing your brain for me. And your Prime subscription. Truly my biggest fan right now, guys. Good night, Glad. I'll catch you another time. I also love that I'm a girl, and after I'm 85% straight, there are going to be some disappointed boys in chat today. You're not wrong. Okay, well, look, dude. How am I supposed to know this shit? All right? I just assume everybody's a gay man in my chat, unless they tell me otherwise. Are you open to ideas? I mean, not. I know what kind of ideas you're thinking of right now, HFP. I don't want to draw any like poop-based ideas at this current moment. Unless I'm misrepresenting you and you're gonna offer something else. Good night to good night oh. Alright, whatever. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, HFP. What do you got? What do you got for me? I'll just veto it if we're not going in that direction. But I'm open to it. And like there maybe. A boyfriend and a girlfriend sitting on toilet thrones, wearing crowns and holding hands. I do like the crown idea. I might take the crown from you, actually. They are a boyfriend and girlfriend, presumably. Okay, I'll go straight to bed now. Bro is milking the fuck out of being straight right now. The crown's not a bad idea, HFP. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good addition. The toilet thrones. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I like it. I do like it in my soul. I won't lie. It gives me a good laugh. But I don't know if the scene gives off toilet vibes. Does this look like a bathroom? It could, I guess. There's tile everywhere. Good night, NFT. Good night, my sweet child. Sleep well, Prince. I'm just trying to do like interesting shapes on the legs. Yip P. Good night, dude. Oh, HFP, you'll like this. We have a poo emote. Where the hell is it? Did I add the poo emote? I did. See? Very nice. The fuck? What about a boyfriend and girlfriend on the beach together. I'm really kind of like I'm dead set on making them this like Victorian couple, you know, inside like a old Victorian manor. It's not a bad idea though. You are spitting right now. I'm gonna make this a little bit more spaced out. Just so I want kind of want the pattern to like radiate off, you know? That's sort of my plan with this shape. I gotta keep an eye on the ads. There we go. So Shrugsley, what have you been up to today? You work today? You work during the day or what? I just gotta get to know my chatters, you know? Now I'm an art at Homer. All the ADDs. ADDs. I don't know what that means. All I know is like attention deficit disorder, but I don't think that's what you're referencing. I'm here for it. Glad to get to know you as well. Well, I don't even know if I don't really talk about sort of like my origins. I'm a pretty basic bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretty normie dude. I think we could do some interesting patterns here in the hair. Well, you're queued up to talk about your origins now. Well, look, I'm a French Canadian boy. Okay, my mother is French. My father is English. Well, English. He's Canadian. I grew up playing sports mostly. Didn't really start drawing till my mid early 20s. Um, I played hockey most of my life. That was basically like my thing. Was playing hockey. I wasn't I was a bit of a troublemaker when I was a kid. I got into a lot of trouble. I've talked about this quite a bit on stream, like a few times. By the way, in case you didn't know, you need to react to the rules in order to get access to the server. I saw you join the Discord. Oh yeah. Sometimes I wonder if it bugs out. If it's bugging out for you and you feel like you qualify, then we can manually give you the role. But it's just to ensure that we're making sure that everybody knows the vibes. But yeah, so I grew up playing hockey mostly. I was a little bit of a troublemaker. I smoked a lot of pot when I was a teenager. Did a lot of drugs. And then as I got older, I kind of kicked a lot of my old habits. Sort of cleaned up and started getting into art in my early 20s, at which point I started just sort of really focusing on that for a little bit. Went to art school. Um, Actually, before art school, I should say, I went to, I did engineering. So I have a diploma in electrical engineering. Um, And then after that, I went back to art school, got a diploma in animation. Now I kind of want to go back to school and get a bachelor's in economics. I kind of every like couple of years I basically just want to completely pivot my life into a new direction. It's just I'm very interested by everything, and so I feel like I just want to constantly chase every little thread that I come across. You know, these days politics and economics are things that are I find really interesting. And I know it's like one of the most boring topics for people to talk about, and it's also a good way to get people to hate you. But I'm not very emotionally attached to like my political views or even a lot of my ideological views. There are some that I'm a little bit strong on, but for the most part, I'm pretty open about well, I'm not open about discussing every topic on stream, but I am open about most people engaging in any sort of discussion they want. There are times where I recognize that on stream people get a little bit heated, and so for the sake of the mental health of everybody else that isn't me, I do regulate sort of what we talk about from time to time. But we're also an art channel, so I like to keep it that way. Anyways, we got off track. So I went to animation school. I graduated from that in I want to say 2020. I was like a COVID student, and then I got an internship at a studio. Worked there while I was working at McDonald's. So I was working part time at McDonald's in my mid 20s at this point. And then got an internship at a studio, got hired on full time, worked in the animation industry for about 3 years, left the animation industry after like I didn't get laid off. A lot of people around me were getting laid off, and I was like, this industry's fucked. And I basically left. And then what happened was the month after I left, my entire team got laid off. So I dodged a bullet. And then I took a job in an undisclosed industry, okay, a private undisclosed industry that I've not talked about, and I do like a mix of like financial. I work in like an industry that's like sort of like in between like law, uh, finance, just like really boring shit, really, but it pays really well, so that's it. And then after leaving the industry, I was like, I wanna work on my art. I want to get back into drawing because I kind of stopped drawing for a while. And so my solution to that was basically to just be like, well, I'm gonna start a stream, and then that way I'm gonna be accountable to myself, okay? Because people are gonna watch, hopefully. I mean, they didn't watch for a very long time, but eventually people watched, and that accountability made it so that I felt the desire to show up for my art on a regular basis. And so Twitch for me is really a way for me to just be an artist. It's a like it's not really about it is in part about growth, right? Because there is the aspect of gamification where it's like I love seeing numbers go up. I love knowing that I'm doing better and better. I think any human would want that, right? I don't think that's abnormal. It's not the end all be all for me though. I think really the prime focus that I try to bring myself back to when I do get kind of clout hungry is the fact that I'm doing this to stay consistent in my work. How long did you stream with zero viewers? It was more like I streamed with like one viewer for like probably a solid month. I can pull up my analytics and see what my numbers were when I started. For the first like month, I think I was basically just averaging like one viewer or something like that. Uh, and it's just been like a slow uptick for a while, but still nothing like I'm not gonna be retiring anytime soon, but that's fine. So yeah, so back when I started, I was averaging in May because that's when I started streaming. It was like May that, and then let me let me zoom into May here. Yeah, so I was averaging to 0.9 viewers for basically like a month. It says around like I was averaging around like 2 viewers or something like that in my first month. One of those was me, so it really wasn't averaging too much. Oh yeah, Boba showed up pretty early because he was using a website that ranks streamers based off how unpopular they are, and I was at the top of the list, baby. And the rest is history. And now we're slowly building a thing. Was the one viewer Bowemeyer? No, it was this guy named Chili Lime 77. And he would show up every day. And I still don't know if he was asking me to do fetish art or not. But he would show up every day and he'd basically just be like, hey, can you draw Kirby for me? And I was like, sure, man, that's innocent, right? Started off innocent. He's like, can you draw Kirby for me? And I'd just like chit chat with this one guy. He was an interesting guy, and he'd always ask me, draw Kirby. And then eventually Kirby devolved into, well, can you draw Kirby with a handgun? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of funny, I guess, Kirby with a handgun. And then he was like, okay, now draw Kirby with a handgun, but put him in a mall. I'm like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. And uh, and then he was like, okay, don't worry, my bad. But it was, I was dying of laughter because I was like, this is such an insane request. He wants like mall shooter Kirby. Anyways, so I didn't do that because I'm not doing that. And then eventually he asked me to start drawing Fat Kirby, and that I was fine with doing. Not because I have a thing for fat Kirby's or anything, but just because it was entertaining to me. But I'm pretty sure, and I kept asking him, I'm like, dude, this isn't a fetish, right? And he's like, no, I just really like Kirby. And I was like, all right, dude. It was probably a fetish, but I'll never know. Anyway, so I drew a lot of fat Kirby art. There's some on my Instagram. Oh no, not my Instagram. There's some on my Twitch actually. Let's see if I can pull it up. It was his birthday, and I told him I would draw him the fattest Kirby he wanted on his birthday. And he wanted him to wear a fedora and a party hat. And so I'm gonna scroll to the bottom of my Twitch here. I'm gonna find the fat Kirby image. So this was his happy birthday fat Kirby. I made him really fat. I gave him triple chins. I gave him he had his cheeks are compressing on his face because of how fat he is. The happy birthday hat can barely wrap on his head. What's up, Cat? I love your drawing style. Do you have any open commissions? I don't, dude. I appreciate you, May. I appreciate you stopping in. It warms my heart that you want my art. I don't do commissions. I'm a very very slow artist. I have a full time job that pays me fairly well, and so the incentives never really been there for me to do art. Mostly because I've been working on this piece for God, how long now? We've been drawing this for 2 weeks straight. I'm nowhere near done, so it's just not cost efficient for me to do commissions. But out of curiosity, if you did get a commission, what would you like? This isn't me committing to it, but this is me sizing you up. And how fat do you want your Kirby to be? Is the next question. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's sort of my origin story. I mean, there's obviously a lot more in my life, but Oh, that's a shame. I'd love to see my VTuber drawn in your style. Yeah, sorry, dude. I appreciate. I will check out your VTuber right now, though. I'm curious. What is the VTuber looking like? Maybe I'll do a little doodle. Okay. Okay, this shit's sick, dude. This is a sick looking VTuber, bro. Let me pull this up. Check this shit out. This is your VTuber? Here, let me look at this. Isn't this fucking sick? That's so dope. Did you draw this? That's really nice. I'm gonna move it down so I can keep drawing my guy's head. I'm not that good at drawing, but I do what I can. Brother or sister, I guess. If you drew this, you gotta strut your shit, dude. You can't be saying you're not good. You gotta own it. Pull that big dick out and swing it around for the room to see. You've earned it, bro. If you're drawing good stuff, just own it. But yeah, dude, I think that's sick. I don't really know how I would draw this. I'm not like this is very cartoony. I could do like a quick little sketch, I suppose. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No worries. We'll make him look this way. I know I said I wasn't gonna do a commission, but ads at 3. Oh shit, I'm not doing a commission by the way. I'm gonna run some ads and then we'll come back and I'm gonna maybe keep doodling this because I like the design quite a bit. Let me remember how to run ads. All right, I'm gonna run ads. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go drink some water. I don't know. We'll be back. Give me 3 minutes. BRB. I actually don't need to piss that bad, but maybe I'm gonna go eat another block of cheese real quick. Okay, I'm just like straight up eating a bag of frozen bananas right now. Cheese is great for lazy eating. I've been eating it all day. That's how I know. You know, it's not even the laziest form of cheese because the reality is, oh, bottom of banana. The cheese I'm eating is feta, so I gotta like fish it out. It's all crumbly and shit. Anyways, I genuinely don't understand how ads work because you can clearly hear me, but I assume a lot of people can't. Feta's the high maintenance cheese. I like my cheese. Like, no, I don't. I don't like high maintenance people actually in general. Oh my god, my like frozen bananas are all frozen together. Crazy, huh? My hands are very cold. I'm gonna go put it back and wash my hand. All right, we're back. How much time do we have left on this stupid ad? What do we got here? What do we got? 20 seconds. Almost done. My hand's all wet now. Fuck. Welcome back from the ads. We're I think this character's cool, so I may actually just do a little doodle of it real quick. I'm not gonna do anything too hard committal, but I do kind of like it. So let me do that. I'm gonna actually minimize what I was doing there. This one's on the house. Like what? Like what? What? What was that in reference to, HFP? I saw you post that earlier. I'm just curious what it was in reference to. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why I'm making it very sassy. Boom, boom. All right, we gotta get a little bass here. Let's lighten that up, and then we'll do a little bit. We'll tighten it down a little bit. Reduce the opacity on that. It's gonna. I drew it on the reference layer. Amateur move, but you know it is what it is. Actually, I do need the reference a little higher up. You do the eyes there. Okay. he have eyebrows? I don't see any eyebrows. I'm gonna give him eyebrows. I feel like they'd be like squarish. He's got a lot of square shape language. I'm a dude. All right, hell yeah, dude. Then I doubled down on what I said earlier. Let your big cock fly, dude. Let people know you're a good artist, you know? Whip that shit out. Does he have a nose? Kind of. He has like a speck. He's got like these like tiger stripes. Just keep trying, shrugs Lee. The issue is the bot has it seems to have like a little bit of a cooldown period. So when you do your roll, it doesn't always work right away, but it will work. You just got to keep giving it a try. There you go. 8.2 and 11.1 out of 10, bro. Damn, you fucking putting it down. She got that nice tempo. Good job. Oh, I was wondering why it wasn't like that dark. It's because I'm drawing on the layer below. This feels so like not dark. No, we'll do the other side. We'll add a highlight on this side. I think it'll look better. I loved it. I know you're not on commissions, but let me give you at least this as a thank you. Oh shit, dude. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it though. Hell yeah. Good shit, dude. You're like my my largest bit donator now. That's funny. I don't know if I like that dark corner. I'm gonna tone down the darkness on that corner a little bit. It's a little much. So what do you do? What do you stream when you're streaming? You do art streams? I just took a quick look. I wasn't like playing through any of your content, so okay. So we got sort of these like curved corners here. I'm gonna make these a little longer. I like long, exaggerated collars. We're gonna give them some nice, pointy, angular corners here. Brother, you have art in your blood. I don't know why you still don't rule the world. If you want to be president, you have my vote. Oh shit. You don't even know my policies, bro. I'm a fucking lunatic. I'm just playing. No, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. It's not like I recognize that I'm decent at drawing. I don't have any qualms against that. I'm not in denial about it or anything. I don't like the sort of it's just never been fun for me to do art as a living. I did it when I worked professionally, and it like I don't know, it just kind of took the fun out of it for me a little bit. So I like sort of if I feel like drawing something like your character, I just thought I look cool. I'll just do it. I like that because then it just sort of frees me up to do the things that I feel like doing rather than being tied down to commission and deadlines and feeling like I owe somebody now because they've got money on the line. Like I just don't like all that stuff. I'm just a big baby bitch when it comes to drawing art. Lemon Tree, Post Malone, go flex. Good job, Yeti. I love Post Malone. I'm just kidding. I'll put on your Lemon Tree. It's by Fool's Garden. Is that where it is? Yeah. Okay. I'll get rid of Post Malone. I bet I know your policies and platform somewhere between laissez-faire and anarchy. I mean, no, I'm a pretty liberal dude. I'm very argumentative and I like getting into the weeds on issues. So I'm just annoying. It's more or less my policies. I like to devil's advocate a lot of shit when I probably shouldn't. But I don't have like any unorthodox or too unorthodox views. He's got like a sweater. You know what this reminds me of? You ever played fuck, what's the game called where the guy's body parts float? I don't know, I can't remember. Snack needs more oomph. Who are you drawing? I'm drawing this guy who's the PNG tuber of Mayborn. who's a chatter right now. They came in and they were like, "You draw my character," and I was like, "Hell nah." And then I was like, "Oh shit, they're actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll do it." And here we are. Maybe I'll ask about Mario Bros. Yeah, well, I was talking about Rayman. Yeah, that's what I meant. It reminds me a lot about Rayman. Does he have three dimensionality to the bottom of his head? It's like rendered there, but I don't know if there's like a box here that you can see the bottom of. Like my guy doesn't have that, but maybe we'll just give it to him. We'll make it nice and thin. I don't know if I like that. Here comes Dave talking about men again. Let my gay boy be. It gives Gumball vibes. Fair. I'm not a big cartoon guy. Oh wait, no operation. It's only the nose that glows. What are you talking about? Operation Snacking needs more. Oh, you're talking about the game. Yeah, because I was referencing characters. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I meant Rayman. Rayman, not Ray Band. The blue sky. Another lemon tree. Just another lemon tree. Sky on sea. Tree. Okay. Let's do some overlap here. So we'll have this coming under there, and then we'll have this coming over there, and then we'll have this coming under there. The jacket's the tricky part. I mean, I've got his jacket being pretty large here. That's intentional. I'm making it a little bit bigger, but nah, he's got more spikies going on, you know? Oh shit. Thank you for the subscription, dude. And thank you for the gift. Man, I appreciate you so much, dude. Thank you. You don't have to do that. This is on the house. Avail will definitely appreciate it. I know she will. She comes here pretty often, so good RNG on that one. She's also a fellow streamer. Maybe I will give him a little bit of bottom. She can use the highly popular piss emote now. Do I have that paywalled? That's really funny. I would do that. Yeah, if he's stepping up, his hip's gonna be a little higher on this side than it is on the other side, so we're gonna add a little bit of curvature here. The hand's gonna have to be reworked, but this is my way of saying thank you. Just accept it. I know. Don't get used to it, Mayborn. I'm not this nice to my chatters normally, but when there's a new person, they come in and they're just nice instead of being I don't know. People aren't actually ever mean that come in here, but it is a different vibe, I think. You just caught me being all sappy and shit. Normally I'm aggressive and I'm mean to everybody, but here I am. I'm being a little sweetie pie. Look at me. Okay, he does have a collar over his collar. Snack exploded my family the other day, and I'll do it again. I assume he's got like a professor coat, so it's gonna like curve down like this maybe. If I get to stream, I'll send you my people. There ain't many, but they speak Spanish, but the intention that counts. That's all good, brother. It's all good. We take them all. Snack took my lunch money yesterday. Yeah, and you owe me today's too. I'm just trying to find like shapes that work for the coat right now. Just not really convinced. Yeah, give him a shout out. Trying to make this. I don't know. And I had the nerve to spend it on frozen bananas, a slap in the face with a frozen banana. Yeah, I actually got to do groceries, so I will take all of your lunch money, Bobo. Canadian groceries ain't cheap, you know. Also, guys, I don't mean to party poop. Oh shit, what we got? Hello, Mr. Furry Art Tits. I haven't even read the rest of your message. I'm in. I'm in on whatever you're selling. I want a commission of an anatomically correct and heterosexual human male. What the fuck? Well, you're looking at him, dude. I do appreciate that request though, Mr. IRS official account. I must know you. Only somebody who knows me would come in with a request like that, dude. Also, what's up with me drawing in so many tax like based accounts to this channel? You've unironically stumbled upon the perfect artist for that. The furry is a bait. That's true. I've never drawn a furry in my life. This thing, whatever this creature is, dude, is the closest thing I've gotten to drawing something non-human ever. I'm a good man. Well, we don't like that. I can't trust that, dude. I need a little bit of stank on it, dude. What's your sin? Tell me your dirty little shit. Hopefully it's not literally dirty little shit, but you wouldn't be the first. His legs are kind of small, but ask for idea via dick rating. That's what I'm saying. Can I get a dick tax on check, Mr. IRS? You got to pay the toll. You gotta pay the toll, big guy. Give me an exclamation dick rating. I love this song. Good is relative unless it's via dick rating, I think. Well, I mean, whatever. We can make that a rule. I'm not opposed to it. I don't really put a lot of thought into my rules until people break them. Once it's usually very obvious to me once somebody breaks a rule I don't like, but it's not as obvious what the rules should be from the get go. We're kind of a lawless land a little bit, except for the rules we have. Those are there for good reason. IRS leaving me hanging right now, dude. I was about to draw his heterosexual male, but he's out here being all quiet and shit. I thought you wanted me, dude. Rude. I'll figure out the jacket later. Hmm. I was about to say before the IRS guy showed up. Probably gonna wrap up stream soon. It's a work night for me, guys. I don't stream very long on school nights. I don't like the way that foot's looking. Okay, now to get the other arm. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's been a long day for me, and I'm gonna go chillax. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably pause this one for now, and we'll come back to it another stream. But that's it, guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. Let me find somebody to raid real quick. I can raid. I'm just gonna raid into PK. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of thought into who we're raiding into today. And then the next time I'll see you guys, you know what it is. It's Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. See you there. Let me set up this PK raid. Thank you for coming out, everybody. Thank you for the follow. IRS official account. I just noticed that. I turned off my notifications, and thank you for the follow, Mayborn. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.